We've gone down, like, we've built like computer vision models that like can segment lifts into different phases, and like stuff that like isn't even in the app yet, that's like just absurd. And it's funny when you think about it, because like a lot of these things, it's like it's a business that's looked at as build a product, get it up and running, then get acquired, and then when they get acquired, they get gutted. You know, two apps I can think of, they're probably the most prominent ones. They were sold, and then the teams got gutted. The companies will buy them just for the development team.
Oh, really?
And then so you'll buy something like Train Heroic, right?
Okay.
Gets sold, the team gets moved over to Training Peaks, and then Train Heroic gets, updates, but it's like very little.
What's the benefit? So these bigger companies coming in to buy, they're buying the developers, then
They
build
just want the
bigger
team.
thing?
Yeah, they just want the team. And there's revenue, right?
Yeah.
You imagine you're a company that's processing, coaches are processing 25, 30, 50,000 different users, for their coaching services. You have Stripe integration, you tack on a 25-cent fee or $1 fee to that, and you're pulling in an extra 20K a month or 50K a month or whatever it
It's a
is.
volume play.
Yeah, so it's like it makes sense to buy a company like this because it's just credit card processing, super low churn. So you're just going to sit on it and never have to update it because there's nothing better out there, right? And why would someone move from something that's overpriced and whatever works when the process to move people is hard? You got to move 20 or 30 or 50 athletes. It's like enough inertia that it's not worth doing.
So yeah, it's funny because I've obviously been doing like a lot of market research because I'm our shitty marketing sales guy. No, I'm trying to,
You're the best marketing guys we have.
Yeah, out of a group of two, so now we're three.
Yeah.
And it's been really enjoyable for me. But doing like a lot of market research, I'm looking at all these other platforms out there. In my business, we've only used one for about a decade because you told me about it in 2016. And we never moved. I think one of the reasons is there's never been something else that's actually like better where it's changed the game. We've tested 6 other platforms and all of them didn't do the certain things we needed them to do. And then 2, it's like it is annoying to migrate over. It is annoying to switch, and that's a friction point we've experienced. And if you're one of our people listening to this and you're using Coach Logic, like, we appreciate you taking the time and moving over your people. But why do you think most people like stick with the average software? I think it's because they don't know anything better. Like nothing's better. Nothing's been created that's better.
I think it's 2 things. One is, when are you going to switch? On Monday morning, on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
On Saturday afternoon, you're sitting there. I guarantee every coach who's listening to this is sitting there like, yeah, Saturday is the day that I have to start giving feedback and writing my programs. And then Sunday night, at midnight, you're sending out the final 3 programs. Then maybe there's that one you leave till Monday morning because you're just burned out. And it's like, when are you going to migrate all your people over to the next platform? Yeah. The next thing is, it's a lateral move in most cases. Moving from any platform to another that has the same set of features, that all it is a different color and a different way of doing it. It's most of them are just glorified messaging. It's just an elaborate way to store client data and then send programs and message. And it's like, any system that's text-based is not going to do a great job with data collection, right? It's not really capturing granular details that are important to people who are coaching strength sports. And then on the other side of it, it's like, what are you really getting? Like, you're kind of trading one feature for another. To me, it's like, if you move to a platform that, like, okay, you're doing Loom, so you're paying for a Loom subscription. Maybe it's not Loom, maybe you're paying for Coach Now, which is, $30 a month, and it's another app you're sending videos to annotate them and send them back. Or maybe you're using like a True Coach type app, and then you're also doing WhatsApp, or maybe using spreadsheets and WhatsApp and some other app, to do video. It's like the move from one thing to another, where it's like you've just got this like pool of apps you have to use. So you're plugging one in for another. It's like there's no real move there that makes it better. It's just like a different version of the same thing. So I think those 2 things really stop people from doing it. That's my thing. We both stayed on that same platform for years because ultimately it's just like, okay, I can get this, and it's
enough.
There's something else kind of there. It does the same thing, but like, I'm not able to like make myself more efficient or deliver a better product.
I find like looking at a lot of these apps, you mentioned one this morning you were looking at last night with Kush. And it was like, you said that, well, there was one you said that has a button still that's like report a bug or like fix a bug.
Kush was like, it's like no one in the company said no ever, ever. Like, hey, should we build this? Yeah, more. Just keep building more and more and more. And it's like, ultimately, like, I think coaches that do this stuff, it's not that we're simple, but it's like, you want this stuff to be easy because it makes your job enjoyable. So if you have a platform that's like, you know, have you ever watched Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
There's a great scene when they release the app and they're like, it's so complicated, no one can use it. And like, he's like, no, we got a little flute tutorial, and he pops up and he's like, hey, in just 6 easy clicks, you can upload a picture. And it's like, that is the worst place you can be with software, is so complex and so just like difficult to figure out that, like, why would I use this? Like, it just makes no sense. And so you want software to be really, really easy to use so that when someone uses it, they don't know the amount of work that went in to make it intuitive. They just know that it works.